Welcome to One-Stop Java Solutions. I am Snehasis and today I am going to explain you TCS Proctored assessment of 9th October. Okay. So before moving forward, first read the assessment carefully and try to understand what you have to do. Okay. So here you can see here is the assessment. So if you read the assessment, create a class travel agencies with below attributes. Okay, and there is 6 attribute: int registration number, string agency name, string package type, int price, int rating, and string location. These are the 6 attribute. And here you can see that write getter and setter and parameterized constructor above mentioned attribute sequence as required. Okay, and create class solution with main method. Okay, so till this what you understand that you have to create one solution class with main method. Okay, and you have to create a travel agency class with these 6 attribute and setter and getter methods of this attribute and the parameterized constructor. Okay, so for that I am going to Eclipse. Okay, and here you can see that YouTube demo one package is already created, not package, one project is already created, YouTube demo. And inside src, if you expand it, their previous proctored assessment I already uploaded, so these packages are here. So I am creating a new package. Okay, and giving the name TCS Proctored assessment 9th October. Okay, so this is my package, and in this package, and here you can notice that the package first name is in small letter, so this is by convention. Okay, so package name will start with a small letter. Now I am creating a class and giving the class name as solution or solutions, just check it, solution with main method. Okay, so here I am giving the class name as solution, so this class will contain the main method. So I am creating this class as a public class. Okay, because this class will contain the main method. And here I am click this public static void main string args. Okay, so this one I am selecting. So and if you click on finish, here you can see that the class will created. Okay, class will create here, so you can see it's created. And here package, you can see TCS Proctored assessment 9th October and public class solution, and this class is containing the main method. Okay, so this is the one first part. And now for the second class, so this is a oops, basically oops concept, that which class will contain the main method, that class would be public. And instead of any using id, here I am using Eclipse. So if you normally write this in a notepad, okay, so there you just save the class with this solution.java. okay, because this class is containing the main method, so the your Java file, the name of the file should be the same which class will contain the main method with that class. Okay, so if you store this program in .java, then the class name should be solution.java. Here also you can see it's created, and the class name is means your file name is solution.java. Okay, now I am creating another class and giving the class name as, okay, so from here just copy the travel agencies. Okay, so this is another class I am creating, travel agencies, and this class is containing these 6 attribute. So copy these 6 attribute, string location. Okay, so this class is containing this value, this attribute, and paste here. And here, so these are the 6 attribute, and here I am making this attribute as a private, because in oops there is a features that the data encapsulation. Okay, so if you make this attribute as a private, then what will means what happened, that if you try to access this class, access this attribute outside of this class, then it will not allow. Okay, so either you have to write the setter and getter methods to access this attributes. Okay, so for that I am creating private. Okay, all the attributes I am marking as a private. So private is a modifier basically. So by using private I am restrict access of this attribute outside of the class directly. So for that you have to write the setter and getter methods, and this is a good programming practice. Otherwise you can write is as a default, but their problem is that from outside using object dot this attribute name you can directly access and assign the values, okay, or access the values of these attributes. But by making this private you cannot directly access. You have to either use the setter and getter methods to access this variable, or while you are creating the object you can directly pass the values to assign those values in this attribute by using the parameterized constructor that I will show. So you have to, from main method you have to read this variable, this attributes value, okay. So for that also I am using the same name. You can change the name, but here I am using the same name, okay. So because these are the two different class, so there is no means naming conflict, okay. So these are the different class, so there should be no name conflict, so that's why I am taking the same name. So I just copy this value attribute name from here and paste here, okay. Now first implement this class travel agencies, okay. So here you have to write the setter and getter method. So in id there is some functionality, so I am using this functionality. If you go to this source and here you can see the generate setter and getter method. So if you select all the attributes and just click on ok, so and here access modifier is the public, because this setter and setter and getter method you will call from outside of the class, okay. Obviously you will call outside of the class to set the values or get the attribute values. So that's why I am marking this as a public, okay. You can use the default or other private, these also you can use, but I am marking this as a public, okay, and click on ok. So you can see that the code is automatically generated, okay, by this id, okay. So this is the advantage of using id. So manually you also can write, but means there is nothing means no big issues where you can write manually. You have to give the modifier, that is public or default, okay. Then the return type, okay, return type is string, because get location, so location is the attribute, so I just add the get as a prefix of the location, that attribute value, attribute name, and this is a function, and this function will return the location values, okay, or attribute values. And for set method, this will means expecting some values that you are assigning to this attribute, okay. So this is I am passing this as a parameter, so string location. You can give another name here also. So this dot location equal to location, so this this, this is referring to the current object, okay. So while you are calling means while you call this method by using any object, so this keyword is referring to the current object, okay, on which you are calling this method, okay. And that object will contain all these attribute, okay, or will get all these attribute. So that attribute value you are assigning with some values that you are passing through at the time of means function call, this get set function call, okay. So that I will show you. And then constructor, so if you again right click, go to the source, here go to source and generate constructor. Here you can see that generate constructor using fields. Click on it and select all, and it's also you can make it as a public, because you can you will create object outside of that class, so that's why I am selecting public. So you can use the default and whatever access modifier it allow, that you can use. So here also the same logic, this dot registration number equal to registration number. So this here also the same, this is a keyword, and this keyword is means referring to the current object, by which object you are, means while you are creating the object you are passing some values, Okay, so that object will also get this set of attribute, and we are we are assigning this set of attributes some values. That value we are passing while you are creating object, and these are the means here you can see that the both the name are same, means whatever the attribute present inside the object and what you are sending as a parameter, both name are same. You can use different name, no problem, but here the name is same, so that's why we are using this dot registration number equal to registration number. This registration number means while you are passing as a parameter value. Okay, and this registration number is the attribute what the object will get. Okay, set of attribute that object get, because you will create the object of this class, and this class any object will get all the attributes. Okay, so if you see all of my previous proctored assessment, okay, they are means these part are similar. Okay, for all of the proctored assessment these are the similar, means setter getter method, how to declare and define setter and getters. Okay, how to means implement this class. Okay, and here also the solution class and static means main method. Inside the main method you have to read those attribute values. Okay, then call the method, other method. So this here if you see that in the solution method implement the static no, this is done. Create a solution with the main method, it's done. Implement two static method. Inside the main method you have to implement two static method. One is find agency with highest package price and sorted agency details by package. Okay, in solution class. So solution class you have to define these two function or methods. Okay, in oops it's methods. So these two methods you have to implement, and means every proctored assessment only this part or logic of this means this class, okay, this method will differ. Otherwise means other concept of the other part of the program is similar, but only this means the logic and other things is differ only these two methods. Okay, now what we have to implement. So first I am defining this is one method, this is a static method. So here inside the solution class I am defining public static. Currently I am return time I am using void, later I will change. This is a method and I will implement this method later. Okay, and another one is public static void, then the method name is this sorted agencies details by package. Okay, so this, currently I am using the void as a return type, and read the assessment and then I change it. Okay, now next you can see that, so these are the solution class I have just defined. Then I will implement these two methods. So find agencies with highest package price method. This method will take array of travel agency object and location as a input parameter. Okay, so array of travel agencies, so that you have to write. Okay, so array of travel agencies, so that will take as a parameter. So here what I will do here, it will expecting two parameters. One is the travel agencies array, so just copy it, travel agencies. So this is the array and I am giving the name as travel agency array, travel agency array, and another is string location, right? So it is expecting method will take array of travel agency object, okay, and location as the input parameter. So location is a string, so location. So here I already mentioned location, copy it and paste here. Okay, and next method means another one, this method, second one. Okay, the and then here you can see the method will return the highest price from the given highest price of the given array of object for the given location. If no agencies with the given location is present in the array, the travel agency object, then the method should return 0. Okay, so it will return some integer value. Okay, and this integer value means based on the price. Okay, so here if you see that it is the location agencies location present of the agency object, the method should return 0. Okay, highest price. Okay, so max price or highest price. So here what I will do, so it will return some integer. So instead of void, write it int, and here I am taking one int max price. Okay, max price, and I am giving the values as 0. Max price equal to 0, and this means initially while I am defining the max price I am giving, and later while I implement I will change, means write the logic how to max price value will be generated, and I am returning this return this max price. Okay, so this value will return, means this method will return this integer. Okay, so this is done. Now for the sorted agency details by package method, this method will take two input parameters, array of travel agency object and string parameter package type. Okay, so these also take this as a object travel agencies, so I'm giving the same name. Okay, copy till this, and string package type. So here declaring this and string this package type. Package type is input as a parameter. So this method will take these two as a parameter, and what this method will do, give an array of the object. If no agencies with the location, this is return 0. This method will take two input parameters, array of travel agency object and string parameter package type. The method will return travel agency object array in an ascending order based on their rating. Okay, so based on their rating it will return some travel agencies array object. So while you are returning these, so these also expect, means a return type should be this travel agencies array. Okay, so I am writing that instead of void I am writing this travel agencies array. Okay. And return means what array it will return, that I will means while I am implementing this method I will write. Then package type return agency object, and then method should return the null if there is no agency with the given package type, or if the condition is not satisfied, then it will return the null. Okay, instead of this array object it will return null. Now in the main, okay, so now I am first implementing the main method. So before calling these static methods in the main, the scanner object to read the values of the four travel agencies object. Okay, and returning the attribute in the above mentioned attribute sequence. Next, read the values for package type and location, that you have to, means while you are calling, here you can see that for the first method you are sending the location, and for the second one you are you means passing the parameter as a package type. So these two you have to read. Okay, so first what you have to do, first you have to create an array of travel agency object, and that means that array will store four travel agency object. Okay, so for that what I will do, so first to read the values of this attribute I am using scanner class. So scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in system.in. Okay, so I am using scanner class to read the values from the console, and this scanner class is java.util package, so you have to import the scanner java.util. So here you can see import java.util.scanner. This is a predefined class. Okay, now I am defining a array of travel agency. Okay, so this array means travel agency array, what it will do basically, it will size would be 4, because this travel agency array will contain 4 travel agency object. Okay, ta equal to new new travel agency, and I am passing the value is 4. Okay, so now to read the, so first you have to read these 6 attribute values from console stored in this variable, okay, or attribute, and then you have to create a travel agency object, and that object will be stored in this array. Likely 4 object you have to create and you have to store in this travel agency array. So for that, for int I equal to 0, I less than 4, I plus plus, and inside this for loop what I will do, I just read the one by one. So first registration number, so this is integer, so it's sc dot next int. So if you use this sc dot next int, so this method will read one value, integer value from the console, and it will store in the registration number. Similarly, then you means the is this agency name. Okay, so this is a string type, so for string we use sc dot next line. Okay, sc dot next line. So this will, what this method will do, this method will pick up one string from the console and it will store in the agency name. Okay, and here one thing, that after reading any integer values, if you try to read the string value, so you have to use this function once, sc dot next line here as well. Okay, then package type also string, so this sc dot next line, so this is a package type, so these are toward the means string method, so this will expecting some string value, so there is no problem. Then the int price is an integer, so for integer we will use price equal to sc dot next int, so sc dot next int. Okay, similarly for rating, it's also integer, so for rating what we'll do, rating equal to sc dot next int. Okay, then for location equal to sc dot next line, so this is a string, so for that we will use this sc dot next line, this method. And here also you can see that after reading the integer you are reading the string values, so again this method you have to call from here. Before reading this method you have to call. Okay, so this is done. Then in this array index we will create one object of this travel agency and will store in this ith location. Okay, so initially I equal to 0, so in 0th position it will store the first object. So for creating a travel agency object, so new, you have to use new, then this is the constructor, so we will call this parameterized constructor with this value, with this attribute in this sequence. Okay, so just copy, this and paste here. This is a basically constructor call, parameterized constructor call, so new. Okay, fine, the name of the constructor is travel agencies, so that I missed to copy it from here and paste here. Okay, so here this int you have to remove, this string means type of the argument, because you already declared this, so you are just passing the values basically, so this you have to remove from here. Okay, so like this way you are calling the parameterized constructor and it will create one object of the travel agencies and it will store in the ith location. So like this way this loop will iterate 4 times, this loop will iterate 4 times and it will create 4 objects and it will store in the travel agency arrays. Then what you have to do, then here you can see that after reading this, next read the values for package type and location. Okay, so these two value also you have to read from console. So package, again you have to read this package type. So package type, this is the code. So this will read the package type from console and it will store in a package type variable, and then the location. Okay, so package type and next one is the location. Okay, so these both are the string, so no problem, you just write the location here. So location equal to AC next line. Okay, so this is done. Now what you have to do, you have to call this method. Okay, well, these two methods from the main. Okay, here if you read the assessment once again, so this is done. Now before calling the static method, so this method, the method static method should be called from the main method. Okay, so from the main method we are calling. So before that we are first we have to implement. The main method should print. Okay, so implementation of these two methods, so we'll return the highest price from the given array of the object for a given location. So this is the condition that we are passing here the location value. Okay, so if you see the first method, okay, so if you see the this first method, okay, so here you can see that in the first method we are passing the array object and location. Okay, so here based on the location it will means calculate, okay, which price. Okay, so for every travel agency object will contain a price variable. So we will check if location, whatever location you are sending, and what this array means, you are sending this location here and you are sending the array object, and this array object will contain the 4 travel agencies object, and every object is containing these 6 attribute. So first we will check if this object is means the location of the object is matched with this object whatever you are passing. If these are satisfied, then you have to check the price. Okay, so on that location, whatever the maximum price, that maximum price you have to send, and that will print. Okay, so what we'll do, so we are implementing this method here. So max price we already written, so here I am executing one for loop. Okay, so for int I equal to 0, I plus plus sorry, I less than 4, because this array is containing 4 objects, so I will iterate the array 4 times, and I plus plus. Okay, and every iteration of this for loop, what I will check, first I will check if this travel agency array I dot get location, okay, dot get location dot equal ignore case. So I am using equal ignore case, and then I will check that with location. So what this will do, basically the location, suppose I am for one location I am giving that Paris. Okay, so Paris, suppose one of my location is Paris. So if you write P as a capital or P small, then if you use this method equal ignore case, then it will not differ, means P capital or small, whatever it will be, no problem. Okay, both will be treated as the same. So that's why I am using equal ignore case. So what I am checking, basically whatever object in the ith position of the travel agency array, okay, with that object location I am checking whatever location I am passing. If both are same, then what we will check, we will check the price. Okay, so if this array index price, okay, if this array index price dot get price if it's greater than max price, if it's greater than max price, then what we'll do, we'll change the max price value. Then we'll change the max price equal to this, because this is greater than, so I want to send the maximum price of the specified location. Okay, specified location. So that's why if it's greater than, then I will change the max price, and finally I will return the max price. So after executing this loop, if there is no condition satisfied, means no location is matched with the object, with the each object, or with this location whatever you are sending, if no one, means no condition is matched for any object, then so initial max price is 0, so it will return the 0. Okay, so it's simple. So this method implementation is done. Then go to the second one. For second one, what you have to do, if you see that the stored agency details package method, sorted agency details by package method, this method will take two input parameters, array of travel agency object and string parameter package type. Okay, that I already defined, that string package type and these travel agency arrays. Now if you see, the method will return the travel agency object array is an ascending order based on their rating. Okay, from the array of travel agency object whose package type attribute matches with the given input string. So package type we have sent, so first we check if the package type is matched or not. Okay, so for that what we will do, we will write a for loop here as well. For int I equal to 0, I less than 4, because your array, travel agency array will contain 4 objects, so I less than 4, I plus plus, so every time it will iterate 4 times. Okay, and then I will check if this travel agency array, okay, this travel agency array, for every object of this travel agency array dot get package type, get package type, get package type dot equal ignore case with this package type whatever you have passed. If it's equal, then what I will do, I just here write one, taking one count variable. Okay, so first I have to check how many package type is matched with this package. Okay, so count plus plus, sorry, int count, count equal to 0. Initially I am defining int count equal to 0, and if this is matched, okay, then what I will do here, I simply increment the count values, and I have to, means what I have to do, that means I want, suppose there is a 4, means in your array whatever you passed, this travel agency array will contain 4 object. Suppose first object package type is matched, so it will be in the 0th location. Then second one not matched, third one not matched, fourth one matched. So what I will do, I will keep the first object in the first position and fourth object in the second position, rest two I can ignore. Okay, so for that what I will do here, int j equal to 0. Initially I am setting one, means taking one variable j and assigning the value with 0, and if this count is matched, okay, then what I will do, this travel agency array j, means the 0th position, from 0th position I will store j plus plus equal to this travel agency, means travel array dot I. So whatever, means when the package type is matched, okay, then what I will do, I will just copy that object in the 0th location. Next, anyone matched, then I will keep that in the first position, 1th position. Okay, then if anything matched, then I keep it in second position. Like this way I will store. Okay, and after this one done, so what I'll do, so I have to return this travel agency array. So for that I have to create another travel agency array. Okay, suppose travel agency, I am copying this. So return type is travel agency. So after this for loop, I know that my two matches or three matches or four matches maximum, there must be four matches will be done. So and that you will get these count values. Okay, so travel agency, suppose I am giving name as ta equal to new travel agency, and I am setting means maximum size is count. So if there is a, well, if there is no match, then it will create a array with 0th size. If there is one match, it will create a length of 1. Okay, and after that I will check if count. Okay, here also again you can check one thing, that if count greater than 0, if count greater than 0, sorry, if count equal count, yes, greater than 0, if count greater than 0, then I will do this. Otherwise count is 0, that means no matching condition, there should be no required to means create this array. Okay, so if count greater than 0, then I am creating this, sorry, no, not required here, leave it. If count, so here you have to write, if count greater than 0, then what I will do, if count greater than 0, that means there is a matching condition. Okay, so then I have to sort the array, okay, with based on the rating. Okay, so for sorting, what I will do, I am writing one for loop for int I equal to 0, I equal to 0, I less than count, because if there is a means whatever the max means size of the array, means that many element I have, so I have to iterate the loop till that size, means to that size. Okay, so for that I less than count and I plus plus, I plus plus, and for swapping I have to write another inner loop. Okay, for int suppose k equal to 0. So first one I have started from 0th position, so second one I start from 1, because otherwise what happened, that means if there is a two matches, so you have to means from 1, if there is a two match, then what will what happened, so from the first position whatever it is matched, okay, it will check with that only. So it will be means every time if you check means check one object with the means, if you check equality one object with the same object, then it's means meaningless. Okay, so that's why I start the second one from the next, means first one is the ith means 0th position, second is second inner loop will start from 1. Okay, then k less than count, k less than count, and k plus plus, k plus plus. Okay, this is your inner loop. Now what I'll do, for every inner loop, okay, I am checking if this, sorry, this t array, here is the t array, so copy this t array, I will check that whatever the current object dot get rating, because I have to sort the array based on the rating. Okay, so get rating greater than, if it's greater than TRA k means from the next object dot get rating. So if this is a means greater than, then what I will do here, I have to swap. Okay, for swapping I have to declare one means I have to take one temporary variable of travel agency object. Okay, so travel agency TRAVLAGENCIS travel agencies temp. So this is a travel means this class reference, and here first what I will do, inside this temp I will store the source object, okay, where I am trying to copy, that is TRAI. Then in the destination means it's the this is your destination. Okay, sorry, this is not source, this is destination. So this destination, what I am giving the k, whatever the current value of k, that object I am copying into the ith object, and then in the kth object, in the kth position I am copying the temp one. This is basically a simple swap. Okay, so what means for the inner loop, after every iteration of the inner loop, the first position, that means ith position, will sort with the latest rating, because you have to order in ascending order, means whatever the lowest rating, that will become first. So after every iteration of the inner loop, okay, you will get that object which matched the package type with that package type, means which matched with the provided package type, and the rating is lower. Okay, so that will be come into the first. So after inner loop, so after every iteration of inner loop, what I will do, that so ith position, so here my array is a ta, so in ta I will copy this ta equal to this array. Okay, and after iteration of this is your for loop, this is your, this method is, this packet is for your final method. So before that, just return this ta, sorry, t capital I. And here ta, oh sorry, it's tai. So ith location means initially it's 0th location, then second, third, fourth. Okay, so here you can see that, or you can do it after that. Okay, so here you can sort, no problem. So what I am doing basically, that okay, so this is the inner loop. Okay, so here what I am basically doing, so this swap I have already uploaded one video for swap, how to swap. Okay, so that you can see there also, if the logic is not clear here. So this is basically nothing, means this is your source, this error I, okay, this is your source object, and this k is a destination. So sorry, reverse, so I is the destination and k is the source. So what I am checking, that from ith position rating I am checking with the kth position object rating. So if it's greater than, then first in temp I am copying the ith position object. Okay, and in ith position object I am pasting the kth position object, and then in the kth position I am pasting the ith position object. Like this way, every iteration of the inner loop you will get the lowest value. Okay, so lowest rating, and that object I am pasting in the TI. So after every inner iteration means so what it will do means if you remember the bubble sort, there also we are doing the same thing. So from the first element I will check rest of the array element. If it is lowest, then I am sorting the lowest one in the left hand side, means first index position. Then the I is incrementing, I from I1 to 0 to 1, so then I am shifting to the next index position, and with that position I am checking rest of the element. Okay, and if it's lowest, then I am fixed that position. Like this way I am sorting the array. Okay, so it will sort the array, and that array I am sending. Okay, so this implementation also done. Now inside the main method, what I will do, I will call these two static variable from main method. Okay, so this I will call from main. So that part I am implementing. So here you can see that this is the done. Now here you can see that if no agencies with a given location present in the array, then travel agency object method should return 0. And here it's now in the above mentioned static method should be called from the main method. For find agencies method should print the highest price as it is if the return value is greater than 0, or it should print no agencies in the given location. Okay, so that I am implementing here inside main method. Okay, so here what I will do, I will call this method if this first method I am calling. Okay, if this method I am calling, and this method will take two parameters. One is the array location, this array, and another is the location. Okay, so this array and this location, so okay, and if it's equal to 0, then what I will print here, I will print system.out.println that no agents, if it is 0, then here you can see that no agencies with the given package, not this one, no agencies given location, so it will print this message. Otherwise it will print the value, this one, else sorry else it will print, what it will print, this return type. Okay, so else it will print this, else it will print this method, what the method will return that. Okay, so this is the call of the first one. So for the first method it's done. For the second one, what it will do, basically for second one I have to call this method, and this method will return some travel agencies array. Okay, so I am calling the second method. Okay, and here, so second method travel agencies, I am creating one travel agencies array TA equal to, so this is the second method. I am calling the travel agencies array with this value TA array. Okay, and this package type. Okay, calling, and I am storing in a, creating a new array of travel agencies and storing this return type in this array. Now here you can see for the second one method, this method should print the travel agency's name for the return travel agency object array if the return value is not null. If the return value is null, then it should print no such agencies with the given package type. Okay, so that this message it will print. So what I will do, just copy this message. Okay, copy this message and here just write if TA equal to null, then it will print this message, otherwise it will print the name. Okay, otherwise it will print the travel agency's name from the return travel agency object. Okay, so for that what I will write, one for loop for int I equal to 0, I less than ta dot length. I don't know how much object is there, so I just call the ta dot length and then I plus plus. And here what I will print, I will print the name system.out.println. I will print ta the location means ith position object dot get travel agency's name. So that name I have to print. Okay, so that's it. So now if you see, go to here, if you see the input output set. So first I am let me execute this code. Okay, with this set of values, Chennai output. Okay, so first take the input and I am copying this, and here in notepad I am pasting these values. Okay, so now if you copy this input set from here and if you run this code and run this code, give the set of values, enter. So it's giving 5000, then base tours and A to Z agencies. So if you check the output, what is the output here? If 5000 base tours and A to Z agencies. Okay, so it's perfect. Okay, 5000 base tours, A to Z agencies, perfect. So now I am explaining the code with these input values. So here I means basically these two methods, these two static methods, the whatever the logic I have written, that is the main part of this program. Rest of the part is similar for any other proctored assessment, but these two part is very important. So here with this set, so basically what we did here, if you see here, we have provided 24 input set, 24, and these two are the different. This is the package type and this is the location. These two are the different. So except these two, there is a 24 attribute values. Okay, because the travel agency object is containing 6 attribute. So every object will contain 6 attributes. So there is a 4 objects, so 24 values I have to pass. Okay, and based on the first method, it will I have sent that. Here you can see that platinum, I have given the platinum as a package type, and here the location. So for first method I am calling that object and the location, and here you can see that location Chennai. Here I am provided the location Chennai, and there is a 2 match of this location. Okay, Chennai, but I have to print the highest price. So for Chennai location, high price is, here you can see that price is 50,000 and here you can see price is 20,000. So greater is 50,000. So that's why in the output here you can see that it's printed 50,000. Okay, so this is the logic. Okay, and for the second one I have provided that the platinum and that array. So platinum, this is the package type. So here you can see that in 2 cases this package type matched. Okay, but the rating for the first one, rating is 5, and for the second one, here in the second one, rating is 4. So after sorting this array, so 4 will become first and then 5. Okay, so if you print the name, of the travel agencies, so for 4 it is a base tours. and for 5 rating it's the A to Z agencies. So that's why it's print base tools and A to Z agencies. Okay, so this is clear. So now if you change the order, suppose it's instead of platinum I am giving platinum 1 to 3. Okay, so here just okay, just copy it and run this once again. If you run this, and here you can see it's only given the okay. So what I will change that. Okay, so this is, oh sorry, this is a platinum. Okay, just remove this first method. So location value I am changing. Okay, so just copy it and run it. If you run it, here you can see that no agency in the given location. Okay, so if you change means provide the wrong input, so there is a no agency with this value. Okay, so here I provided that the location as a Chennai, location as a Chennai 1233, so there is no location with this value, so that's why it given the this message. Okay, the warning message. Okay, so this is the code, so I am explaining once again. So here what I did initially, firstly I implement the travel agency class. This class is containing these 6 attribute and setter and getter methods and parameterized constructor of this attribute. Okay, so this is the first implementation I did. Then in the main method what I did, in the main method I using this for loop, I every iteration I create a object of travel agency class. Okay, and with that object I stored in a travel agency array. Okay, so likely 4 object I have created and stored in this array. Okay, then I read the package type and the location from the console. Okay, and then I call these 2 methods, and if you see the implementation of this method, so first for the first method it takes the travel agency array and a location string. Okay, and whenever the location is matched with that object values, then I checked the price. Okay, if the price is maximum, then I picked up that price and stored in a max price variable, and here I returning the max price. And from main method when I called the max price, I'm sorry, the first method, here if I am checking if the return is 0, that means no agencies is with the given location is matched. Okay, so then it will print this message. But if we get some max price, that means there is some matching condition, and in that case it will print the max that return values directly. Okay, and for the second method, excuse me, for the second method what I did, I just call the method with the same array object. Okay, array object and the package type, and here first I am checking if the package type is equal to the means object package type, then I discard those object and put those object from the array index 0. Okay, so like this way I put from the 0th position first object, second one first position, second object, second position, third object, like this, and I increment the count values. Okay, and after that I create one another array travel agency array, and I put all the object with to this array. Okay, but before putting I have sorted that array. Okay, so based on the rating. So here I am using these two, one is the outer for loop and one is the inner loop. What I am doing, just I means using the bubble sort. Basically I am using the bubble sorting here. So using the bubble sort, what I do, after each iteration I picked up one object. Okay, and that object whose rating is lowest. Okay, so that object I am means pushed into this travel agency array in the 0th position. Like this way, how many object is there, so that object I picked up and push into this array in ascending order of rating. Okay, and then I am sending that array, and in the main what I am doing in the main method, I am checking that if travel agency array, if there is a no means, if it's written null means no matching condition is there, so then it will print no such agencies with the given package type. And else means if there is matching condition, then I am just running on for loop and I am printing the agency's name of every object whatever present in that array. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so hope you understand this code and logic of this proctored assessment. Okay, if you like my channels, you can subscribe my channel, you can like and also click on the bell icon, so that once I upload the next video you will get the notification. You can share with your friends, and in my channel, in the description box, you can see my channel link is there, so you can go there, watch the relevant videos. Basically I have till now uploaded all the means Java, basic Java related topics. Okay, I covered the advanced Java related topics, also some web project, how to design the web project, that I also till now uploaded, so you can go there, watch and share with your friends. Thanks for watching this video.